Hey, welcome back to Bravo's 1990 Historical Sim and Out of the Park Baseball 19. I'm doggone. Hey, thanks for joining me on this. I'm still shaking the rust off, relearning my way around Out of the Park baseball. Played quite a bit of OOTP 14, but that was a long time ago. So we have moved forward to start of the regular season. Just completed the first game of the season. Beat San Francisco, shut them out 3-0. Tom Glavine picked up the win. He went 8.1 innings. Kent Merker pitched 2 innings of relief. Dave Justice hit a home run and basically was our entire offense. The plan for this sim, I've done a lot of thinking and poking around here, and we'll poke around together here in just a little bit. I've been thinking about, expansion that's about to happen in 93, the Marlins and the Rockies, and in a historical sense, I really sort of I got so immersed in my career that I lost touch with the Braves. In the early 90s, I was pretty, in a sort of a marginal way, up on the roster and things. When I was a kid, 60s and 70s, growing up in Georgia, and in the 80s, I went off to college in North Carolina. Kind of lost track, stayed a little bit in touch, checked the papers when I'd come home, listened to the broadcasts and whatnot. Early 90s, moved to Oklahoma and became, it was more difficult to keep up with the Bravos. So my knowledge, my historical knowledge is kind of shaky with a lot of this stuff. Don't know that much, don't know the players that well. When expansion hit, I found myself pretty much, I really didn't know why baseball expanded, especially to, Colorado, Denver. Why? I don't know. I didn't know then. I don't know now. Florida, the Marlins, never understood that, but oh well, we're just having fun here. So, I think my plan at this point, I'm just going to embrace the uncertainty, and when expansion hits in 93, I think I'll jump to either the Marlins or the Rockies and kind of try it from there. So that's sort of my overview of my plan. Until then, I'm going to do my best to make the Braves a powerhouse and a dynamo. We've got some, as you can see, the top prospects. We've got some really good ones. We've got Chipper Jones down in A-ball, Javi Lopez in A-ball, Vinny Castilla in A-ball. Steve Avery's on our roster right now. He's in our starting rotation. Ryan Klesko is playing in Double-A. He actually had a really good spring. I expected him to stay on the roster. But the AI sent him back down to Double-A actually. I went through and made some changes to strategies. I changed the team strategy to what was my preset, to moderate sabermetric, and made a few slight tweaks to it. And I went and changed a few player strategies. For instance, first I asked the AI to set the strategies, and then I went and changed the strategies myself, like Cecil Espy here, strategy. As you can see, very aggressive on the base paths, base running, stealing. Let's go back and look at the overall roster here. Position, okay. Pitching. So we've got 5 starter pitchers. Now, I asked the AI to set up my full organization top to bottom to get me started. I know at some point I'm going to be pulling my hair out. If I get this deep into it, I'm going to be like, why did I do that? But, it's a complex thing and a complex sim, and you got to start somewhere. So we have 5 starters in the rotation, and we have 5 relief pitchers plus a closer. It seems kind of thin to me. So where's our 25-man roster centered then? Well, we've got 2 catchers, Greg Olson, Mike Stanley. That's one of our weaknesses here. Stanley we traded for in the offseason. And we've got 6 infielders, of whom 5 are middle infielders. Well, second, third, and shortstop. And the 6 infielders is probably okay. We could probably do without, I don't know, Jim Presley maybe. I may send him down or trade him away if I can. In the outfield, that's where my real concern is. We've got 6 outfielders on this 25-man squad, and 11 pitchers for a long season is just not going to be enough. So probably going to send down one of these outfielders, and it's likely to be Cecil Espy, although I may trade him outright. My problem here is the Murph. Dale Murphy, he's aged, and he threw up a blank in our opener. The last 2 seasons he's hit 226, 228 with an OBP of 300. Oh man, slugging. Yeah, I mean, the Murph. We talked about him a bit last time. He's still got the power, but his contact is falling off. His eye is falling off. His gap power is falling off. He's still got excellent defense, really good at running the bases, although he's not great with the speed. He's a big guy, 6'5". His salary is not a huge burden to us, and he's enormously popular in Atlanta. I'm not planning to trade the Murph. In fact, I actually set him to aggressive base running to make use of his base running abilities, although he doesn't have very good speed. I'm regretting now trading Charlie Leibrandt for a couple of reasons. His salary wasn't terrible. He brought great veteran leadership to a young pitching staff, and I could probably get more value for him later in the season, but I've really had a sort of a crisis of conscience about that. But what's done is done, and Leibrandt has been traded. Let me think. Who did we traded? Traded him straight up for Ron Darling. Let's see here. Leibrandt went to the Mets. That's right, and he's very, very happy. Look at that. He's pretty happy with being at the Mets. So, has he pitched yet? He has. Oh no, that was spring training. So he hasn't yet pitched yet, regular season, but he's happy. He's age 33, 900,000 salary. Probably should have kept him. Anyway, let's see. I did make one more transaction here since our last meetup. Let's see, go back. Man, a lot of moves on opening day. Here we go. I shopped around Marty Clary, starting pitcher. He was really unhappy. He was technically in the starting rotation. He's one of these guys who really hasn't had much of a chance. You can see he only got, he got 17 starts last year in Atlanta and pitched pretty well. 3.15 ERA and 123 WHIP. That's not bad, man. He did good. He might have, 1.5 WAR. He might have earned himself more time, but with the young staff we got, Steve Avery, now Ron Darling, I really didn't see a place for Marty Clary on the staff. So traded him to Houston, where he's in the starting rotation, and he's not happy with his own performance, but he's very happy with being put in a place where he can be in the rotation. So I traded him for this guy, this 26-year-old third baseman who nobody knows about, named Ken Caminiti. And will he live up to historical? Who knows, man. Will Trevor Hoffman live up to historic? Who knows? I'm just having fun with this and seeing what I can get. Trading is set to hard, but of course the AI, well, I don't know if they do or not, but I'm going to say the AI doesn't know their history like I do. And it could be in the sim they don't have the history like I remember in my head. So I just remember Kim Caminiti being a pain in the Braves' butt. So maybe this way we can, he can be the pain in somebody else's butt. So he's our third baseman. We had a weakness at third base, and we've got Caminiti plugging that. A bunch of up, down, demotion, promotion nonsense. One more thing about the offseason I want to show you. We sent 4 players down on waivers, and I let the AI do that. Look at this, man. Look at that sad face. That's harder for me to deal with than the angry face. Tommy Gregg, right? Why did we send him down? AI, remind me of this. Why did we send this guy down? He's a lefty on a minimum salary. Yeah, I don't know, man. Ed Whited. I get why we sent him down. He's okay. Andres Thomas, meh, it's okay. Dwight Taylor, yeah, don't mind these guys, but Tommy Gregg, why did we send him down? He's got some stick, I don't know. He was right on the edge. 87, 88, 89. He's been waiting for his chance, and what do we do? Send him down. I'd be unhappy too. So in the major leagues, let's look at, see if I can find it. I talked about Dave I didn't mention Jeff Blauser had a really good day at the plate for Atlanta as well. MLB, where's the waiver wire? Here we go. Paul Sorrento, 24-year-old Paul Sorrento, is on waivers from Minneapolis, and George Canale is on many waivers from Montreal. First base, also plays a little bit of left field. That'd be a pretty good pickup for somebody. So I don't have room on the roster for that, but it'd be all right. Free agents. I went ahead and sorted by age. Old Tug McGraw is he's still putting himself in the hat. Goose Gossage is still there, but kind of old right now. On the other end of the spectrum, we've got these younger guys, 24, 25, 26, and in another dimension, I might be taking a look at these guys to fill out my minor league staffs. Since it's a historical sim, the minor league is filled in by ghost players, and all we see the stats for is the historical players, but there are unseen players kind of filling out the ranks so that the players actually get sim stats. This guy Jeff Sellers could be I don't know, he's been around for a while. Is he got potential or is he already fallen off? This guy Vance Lovelace looks interesting. And this guy Tony Blasucci, he's got stuff for days but no control, and he throws straight as an arrow. So hey, these guys I'd take a chance on if I had to fill out my minors. But I don't have to worry about that here. So, what else did I want to tell you about? The game settings. Let's go up to game AI. I wanted to double check my settings. I changed, by the way, my rating scale from the stars to the numbers, 20 to 80. I checked my trading settings, and they're set on hard with a neutral preference. My player evaluation settings for the AI is 30, 15, 50, 15, and 5 with 30 weight on current ratings, the scout ratings, a 50 weight on the current year stats, 15 weight on previous year, and then 5 weight on 2 years ago. So this whole ratings thing, it's a really odd. I go back and forth on whether to use ratings at all or just use stats. But again, you got to start somewhere, and that's what we pay the scouts for, right? So I just wanted to double check the settings for the ratings. Another thing I wanted to do, and let's go back to, let's see, team home, front office, personnel. I wanted to check out the team trainer and the scout, especially to see if I could make an upgrade. Short answer is no. Team trainer is already one of the best. And I don't think I'm going to be trading, or he's signed for 3 years through 92. And I mean, look at this. He's legendary at healing and preventing other type injuries. He's excellent at healing arms and back and fatigue recovery. He's great at healing legs and preventing arm and leg injuries. And he's average at preventing back injuries. So he's really a good, outstanding trainer, and far better than anything else I could pick up out there that's available. Likewise, scouting director Tyrus Migan, he's average with a good rating at scouting amateurs, good reputation for scouting amateurs. However, I would like to upgrade him to be able to scout the majors and the minors much better, especially. And there's nothing, I would upgrade him in a heartbeat if there was something there, but there's not. So kind of stuck with him until somebody comes available. What else did I want to talk about? Strategies. Made myself a list. Waiver wire, DFA, Lee Brandt, free agents. Yeah, and the long-term plan. Well, let's just take a look at the schedule and click our way through a few games. The perfectionist in me really, oh man, we lost 4. San Francisco, close one. A really close one. Man, that sucks. Let's go back. We lost in the bottom of the 8th. Oof. Will Clark ate us up. Okay. Oh no, Robbie Thompson. Yeah. Off Paul Myrock. Huh. Okay. Alright, well, let's get back to schedule. We'll sound a bit. Let's see. Saved. First time, first Sean's Hotel. Hey, we got a win. How can we get us? How could he get us saved, man? How many innings did he pitch? Darling got a win. Pitched a shutout, basically. Scattered 3 hits in 6 innings. Quality start. Nice. Gant, 3-run home run. Ooh. Well, that's cool. Well, just wanted to share those thoughts with you. I really don't expect much from the Braves this year. And I'll just keep looking for opportunities to improve the team. Okay. Well, anyway, we got a good start to the 1990 historical season, a historical season with historical players from around the league. And thanks for joining me here, and I'll see you again with another update. Bye now.